Welcome to the Heart of Bastrop Talk Show. I'm TJ Finn with the Heart of Texas Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Connie Schrader, Mayor of the City of Bastrop.
We're so excited for you guys to join us today. It's episode 2, already in our 5th season.
We've got everything today, nonprofits, businesses, one of our community assets. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
We are here today with Lisa Holcomb, the Executive Director of the Bastrop Opera House, and it's already time for a new season.
It is.
Now, you're right in the middle of a kind of a crazy world right now, aren't you?
Yes, we just started Tech Week for Oz the Musical, which opens this Friday, and that's the last show of this season. And then in October, on the 14th, we start our new season.
And there are some exciting shows. Which ones are you looking forward to the most?
I really love the musical, so I would say The Music Man. That one I'm really excited about.
So it's that time, if you're in Bastrop or even in the region and you've got some talents you'd like to share at the Opera House, I know you are always looking for actors.
We are. We have audition calls, usually several months before, and to give ourselves plenty of time to cast and set the rehearsal schedule.
So, TJ, one of the things that always amazes me when I'm at one of the shows is how many people are there for the very first time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Usually between 60 to 80% of those coming to the Opera House are there for the first time and from outside of Bastrop County.
So how many years have you been the Executive Director?
4 years as the Executive Director.
You have really grown the program. TJ, I know you enjoy going to shows there as well.
I do. It's amazing. And you know what? We have Lisa on every season that we've done the Heart of Bastrop. This being our 5th season. And every year I threaten to audition for something. So I did audition for Misery.
She did.
I did. And I got there and I couldn't see the lines. And Lisa loaned me her glasses. I was like, oh my God, I forgot my readers. It's like, it's okay, you can borrow mine. It was fun. I said I would really enjoy just to go and kind of see how that process is. And it was, I had a lot, they didn't pick me, of course, and still a little, upset about that, but that's okay.
You made that first step. That
I did. I made that first
We're
step.
very proud that you did that. And hopefully you'll do it again.
Yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Well, speaking of the shows that are coming up, if people want to check out your season, where do they go?
They should go to our website at bastropoperahouse.org.
And then you also have your academy classes for all ages. So talk to us a little about that.
We do have a youth academy for acting, and they start off at the age of 7 and go through 19. There's 4 different classes, and they run Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We have about 50 youth in that program right now.
Wow. She is filling that pipeline. I think that's outstanding. And I know that they've competed statewide as well.
Yes, they have. You're right. They go to some competitions and take their shows sometimes on the road.
And it's great, TJ, because the kids can learn not only about acting, but they can also be stage crew. There's so many parts. It takes a lot of things to get a show together.
Right. And then sometimes they cross over onto the mainstream show. So Oz right now, we've got several teenagers that are in our academy that are also in the main show.
Get that theater bug.
They do.
That's amazing. Yeah, that sounds like so much fun. Just to learn. I mean, a lot of people, you think about the acting, but you don't think of all those things that goes on backstage. And I know you guys, we've talked about this in the past, but you have a lot of volunteers that help you. And that's something, I'm going to tell you guys again, if you're looking for volunteer work, they can go to your website, right?
Right. There's actually a link for volunteers, and a form comes up, and you can fill out whatever you want to do in the days that you're available.
You can paint and help build sets. You can sell popcorn. You can take tickets, but you can be a part of the Bastrop Opera House.
Yeah, we'll put you to work.
I love it.
Thank you so much for stopping by, Lisa, and best of luck with your new season.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you visit Bastrop Opera House.
We are searching for guests for Season 5. Do you have an event coming up in Bastrop County? Want to share news or information about your business? We want to know. Visit theheartofbastrop.com or send us an email to theheartofbastrop@gmail.com and be our guest.
So we're here with Christopher Andrew, and you're from the Lumiere House.
Yes, ma'am.
And tell us where that's located.
We are 110 Bastrop, our Main Street, across from Pawpaw's. Yeah.
Perfect.
Across from Papa's is all anybody needs.
Yeah, everybody knows
They'll
where
be able
Papa's
to
is.
find you.
So let me tell you an interesting story, audience, about how Christopher came to be on the show. So this past weekend, I was out at my ranch in Rock Springs, and I got a phone call from my neighbor, Amy. And she said they just went to go get a haircut at this amazing salon in downtown. And she was like, you need to have him on the show. Like the place is incredible. So here you are.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you made a big impression already. So tell us what you guys do.
I personally specialize in cutting services, but I also do color services. I'm the only stylist right now on the floor full time, but we are still getting another one. She'll be starting with us in October, so we'll be able to house more and more clients. But we do all kinds of services, everything just regarding the hair.
So tell us your hours so people know when they can come by and see you.
We are open 9 to 6.
Tuesday
through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday. All right. And
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
take walk-ins?
Yes, I'll take walk-ins. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I tell you, we have so many amazing, and we've talked about this a million times, the mayor and I, about how we have everything we need here in Bastrop County. We don't need to go outside of Bastrop County for any kind of services. And to have, a great salon right there on Main Street, you can, go to Papa's and eat and then walk across and get your hair done. And I know that Amy was really pleased with you guys, and she was so excited that she called and said, hey, you've got to bring this guy on the show. So if I want to get my hair colored, so it's a longer process, right? So I need to call ahead.
Yeah,
and make
appointments
an
for
appointment.
color services usually.
So how does the audience reach you to make an appointment?
You can find us at thelumierehouse.com, and then you can also reach out. We'll have individual pieces for the individual stylists with different contact information.
That's perfect. So what is your website?
At the Lumiere House.
At the Lumiere House.
.com.
Make sure you get the "the" in there, right?
The Lumiere House.
Don't start with L. Got to start with the THE.
That's right.
And I know that you're in the process. I believe you said you're coming from San Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
So planning on joining the Bastrop County
Yes, I
as
love
soon
it
as you
out
can.
here. It's very nice, very homey, definitely.
I hope that you're finding it a friendly crowd. That's what
Oh
we
my gosh,
find.
it's been amazing. Everybody's so welcoming, and just like this was my first week, and then to be interviewed on this show, it's kind of incredible.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And guys, you know where to go now when you want to get your hair done. Just saying.
Yes.
Best of luck and welcome to Bastrop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here with Jennifer Bezner. You go by Jen with the Bastrop Pregnancy Resource Center, another wonderful social service that our nonprofits provide to the area. Tell us a little about the Resource Center.
Sure. The Bastrop Pregnancy Resource Center has been here for about 13 years. We help mothers make life-affirming decisions and choices with their family. We also help children from birth up to 2 years old. We provide them with anything you would need to raise a baby or a child up to 2 years old. We provide those services for you for free.
It is amazing, these itty-bitty little creatures and how much stuff you need to take care of them.
Yeah, and there's really some really cool stuff that's coming out. So my children are older, but it's nice to see all the fun new things. And we have great things. We have things to carry babies on your back. We have vibrators to put under the bed so the baby feels moved and warm.
That way you don't have to load them in the car.
Yes.
That's how we used to do it.
Right.
Put them
Load
in
them up in the car, drive around the block.
Yes, we have all
and
the
car
things.
seats. You know,
And
we
car seats,
talked about that.
Mhm.
So if you're bringing your baby home from the hospital, you don't have a car seat. These people will give you a car seat.
We'll provide you a car seat. Yes, I did that last week with a family member that had a grandmother who had inherited, and you're a grandmother, you know that, a grandmother that had inherited a 2-year-old and had no car seat. So came over, we loaded up, we actually put it in her vehicle that day.
Well, you know, when I got Liam, I didn't realize the car seat thing. I'll just put him in the seatbelt. He was 4. And somebody's like, you know, you got to have a car seat. I was like, what? When I was a kid, we rode in the window and looked at the stars going down the road.
Well, the restraint was your mom, remember?
Yeah, that's my car seat, right.
And car seats are not cheap
Oh,
either.
they're so
No,
expensive.
and they're in them for a long time.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure that you've got the right age kid and the right seat, because
the right
if they're
seat.
not properly fitted, they're not going to help them out.
Absolutely. And you'll get a ticket if you have the wrong car seat. And I was like, no, we first go to Walmart and get cars. But I had 3 cars, so it was 3 car seats. And I was like, because I'm not going to remember to move them from one to the other. So I was like, wow, that is a big expense. Something that, you know, not everybody can afford to fork that out. And when you have a newborn, good God, you're spending all your money on diapers. You don't have money for anything else, right?
Speaking of money, you're a nonprofit that counts on donations, and I think you have a fundraiser coming up.
We do. Everything that we do is 100% free. So appreciate the city of Bastrop who supports us with a grant. But yes, we have one of our largest fundraisers is coming up. It's a golf tournament held on September 23rd at Cola Vista Golf Course. So we've had a ton of great support from the community, giving us sponsorships or gifts, things like that. But now we need people to play golf. So if you have a team that wants to get together, 4 people, the total entry fee is $600. You can go to our website at bastropprc.org and you can sign up for your team there. So hopefully the weather, I'm hoping in September, maybe, hopefully will be cooler.
You should be fine.
So yes,
it's a great time.
Fingers crossed.
And it's such a beautiful course.
It is a good course.
Yeah. You know, we went out there to Cola Vista with the Hey Sari segment of the talk show, and it was just beautiful. They took us all around. And of course, Julie, she's amazing, but it's gorgeous out there. I mean, it's worth paying just to go spend the day out there, right? Let alone get to play golf.
Raise some money for a good cause. Play golf and raise money for a good cause.
Absolutely.
And if they're not golfers but they'd like to give, are you needing volunteers, and how can they make donations?
We have a couple of ways you can participate or partner with us in our ministry. First would be volunteering. You can come and be a client coach, meet with the mothers, meet with the children. We do lots of parenting classes, so to help us with that. And then we get a lot of things given, so we have to go through them. You know, can we give away these clothes? Can we give this away? Sort it, put it in make sure the clean stuff is there. Also monetarily, we always will take money, like anyone. But if that's the way you give, that we will take that. You can help us with that, or just join us as we play golf. So either way.
I love it. That's great. You know, it's amazing, the amazing people that it takes, and the amazing people we have here in Bastrop, right, that are willing to always step up and take care of these nonprofits. And
the Bastrop community has stepped up again. Yeah. They have supported this many years in a row, and they have already, our tournament's in 3 weeks, and we are already blowing out of the park how they're willing to give. Financially. They're not just going to give, they're going to give it financially.
That's great. That's great. It takes a big community like this with a big heart to really step up to the plate and say, how can we help? And we recognize this need in our community, and you guys fulfill it. I mean, that's a big deal. And thank you for everything that you do for our community.
Well, I enjoy it. It's wonderful fun.
So if you have any questions about the Bastrop Resource Pregnancy Center, make sure you contact Jen Bessner.